This is capitalism at its finest. Atlanta News First reports that a pair of best friends have established a business where they help people avoid parking enforcement by removing the boot from their cars. In the state of Georgia, a private parking enforcement company can boot your car if the municipality has an ordinance to do it. They'll charge you to remove it, and if you don't pay in 24 hours, they'll tow and impound your car. But this is where you can call the friends, known as the Boot Girls, to save the day. The girls charge $50 to remove a boot, and it's all thanks to a magic key that unlocks a metal car boot. And they're not the only ones with the key. Atlanta News First spoke with entrepreneur Christian Burnett last year, who sells duplicates of the key online. Atlanta police say possessing the key is legal, but whether it's illegal to remove the boot is a little murky. You certainly can't damage or steal the boot, so the Boot Girls simply leave it on the curb when they're done. Do you consider this to be ingenious or borderline illegal? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
I mean, when you need an extra set of hands. The Associated Press reports that officials at a hospital in Western Germany expressed regret after it emerged that one of their surgeons got a janitor to assist in a toe amputation. Public broadcaster SWR reported that the incident at the Mainz University Hospital didn't result in any complications to the patient, but the doctor has since been fired. The hospital's chief executive, Norbert Pfeiffer, said the surgeon wrongly decided to go ahead with the routine procedure even though no qualified assistant was available. When the patient, who had received a local anesthetic, became restless, the doctor asked a nearby custodian to hold the man's leg and pass surgical instruments, despite the cleaner reportedly having no medical experience. The incident came to light after a hospital manager spotted the janitor, bloody gauze pads in hand, in the operating room, it reported. "Oh, I'm just cleaning up the bloody gauze pads that for the surgery, not helping with the surgical medical treatment." Not passing judgment on this one. We'll just let the facts speak for themselves. The Daily Mail reports that an IT worker filed a sexual harassment lawsuit after her boss marked emails where he wanted more information with the letters XX, and she took them as sexual advances. Karina Gasparova took her employers to an employment tribunal in London, claiming sexual harassment, discrimination, and unfair dismissal. She treated her boss Alexandra Goulandris's usage of XX in emails as kisses. She also claimed that his use of question marks in the messages was code for asking her to engage in sexual acts. And when Alexander renamed a draft presentation file by adding AJG in brackets, Miss Gasparova interpreted that as a jumbo genital. However, the tribunal heard that Goulandris's middle name is John, and it was his habit to add his initials AJG to documents he had reviewed. Ultimately, a judge-led panel threw out her case, ruling she had a skewed perception of everyday events and regularly misinterpreted innocuous interactions. Ms. Gasparova was also ordered to pay £5,000 for failing to comply with tribunal procedures in adequate time. Maybe if Karina had a BGOL, she would have been just fine in this case. BGOL, of course, stands for Better Grip on Life. Duh. This one is not exactly a big shocker when you think about it. An anti-capitalist coffee shop closed its doors for good due to a lack of capital. BlogTO reports that the shop called The Anarchist opened in March of 2022 and described itself as anti-capitalist, anti-colonial shop, and radical community space. The owner, Gabriel Sims Fewer, said they declared the business as anti-capitalist to let those who are already anti-capitalists of one kind or another know that this was a place for them. But unfortunately, even businesses claiming to be against capitalism need money to survive. So a message was posted on the shop's website announcing the closing. The message read, "Unfortunately, the lack of generational wealth and seed capital from ethically bankrupt sources left me unable to weather the quiet winter season or to grow in the ways needed to be sustainable long term. Maybe next they'll try a hot dog stand for those who are against cooked meat served in a bun."
If you want to see all our videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, click the subscribe button below. I mean, hey, my cat's gotta eat.